Unqualified Opinions Podcast.
Hey everyone, we are back. Welcome to the Unqualified Opinions Podcast. Nailed it. That's my thing. Saying that
was my thing.
Where we talk movies, TV shows, gaming, and all that geek popular culture bollocks. I am Badger. Joined as always is me, Martin.
Hello.
And the Ginger Wonder Gareth.
Hi.
Back, lads. Stuff's happened. Got stuff to talk about, probably, maybe.
2017.
I am ready
We've
to
already done
dribble.
the shade off to introduce the year again.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Second
so fucking drunk.
Mine's had a couple of beers.
Okay.
So this might take a turn.
So mine's had a couple of beers, and mine's going to talk about Moana. So this could be quite.
Mine's going to go on about Moana.
This
Quite
could-
some
Yeah,
time.
we're going to have a bit of a sing-song. It's a whole different format.
Talk about how great the Rock is in it.
Oh, he is wonderful.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's talk about, as we always do at the top, with some news. And I don't know, like, I found this out the other day. I don't know if it technically is news, but I've never heard of it before. Have you heard this murder on the Orient?
Sorry again.
I've only had 3 beers.
I like on that. I can say Murder on the Orient Express.
Have you heard of the Murder on the Express film that's coming out apparently this year?
Yes.
I've not heard of this.
No.
Did you hear of this?
It hasn't been a trailer or anything yet.
That's what I mean. It's coming out in November. There's been I've not heard anything about it. But I was like, I can't remember how I came across it, but the cast for it is fucking ridiculous. Actually, it's because it started filming recently. Daisy Ridley, who is Rey from Star Wars,
Yeah.
she's in it. And I looked up just out of curiosity. I quite like the old murder mystery type of things.
Oh, yeah.
The old, I can't remember the old.
It's not going to be a murder mystery though. It's going to be an
based on-
action-packed.
Yeah, but it'll be the same. It should be based on what's the author of the books?
Oh, now you're asking.
We'll phone Michael and ask him.
Where's the intelligent one?
I mean,
We need him.
that just shows how good we are. People we don't know who the name of that author is. I want to say Agatha Christie.
You can say that if you
I'm going to say it. If I'm wrong, tweet us.
Stop
You're
me on
not
the
gonna-
street and
doesn't
shout
matter.
at me.
Okay. But yeah, the cast is ridiculous. Like Johnny Depp, well, I don't really care for him anymore, but yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah.
Okay.
Penelope Cruz, pretty standard. Willem Dafoe, Olivia Colman, Kenneth Branagh, Judi Dench. So there's quite a lot of big names in that film, considering there's been no real news about it. I mean, I was impressed by that.
So we called it now. Who did it?
Josh Gad,
Oh, my money's on Josh Gad.
who's Olaf.
Yeah.
From
Olaf is a murderer.
That's how I found out, because Josh Gad posted a video online of him quizzing Daisy Ridley about the title of the new Star Wars film.
Oh,
That's how I found out about this film.
Was it the Last Jedi?
Yeah, that's also a minute.
Last
Just read my next news segment, you son of a bitch.
Segway, mate. Segway.
I mean, I don't know what this film's going to be like. I just never heard of it. I just thought you two might have, and we could have talked about it, but I don't think anyone.
It's not much to talk about. It's just like that's a
Yeah.
film. It'll probably be all right.
Go watch the play. Fuck cinema. Go watch it in the theatre. You unintellectual bastards.
When's the last time you ever went to the theatre?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I went there
I
to
know.
watch Murder on the Nile, and then I couldn't find parking, so I just
I
left.
mean, I saw the Lion King movie about a year
Ooh,
ago.
that's going to be quite good.
I went to see Avenue
Really
Q
good.
last year, so I mean, I'm obviously
Pretty
the
cultured.
more cultured person here.
Yeah,
I saw puppets swearing and fucking
I
on
think
the
if I
stage.
I got a C in drama at school, so I'm quite
It's a drama.
quite cool.
They didn't do drama at my school.
Do they?
I did. I don't know why I got a C, because I just did.
I don't know why I got C
Terrible.
because I nailed
I
it.
just did terrible versions of Monty Python.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, terrible, awful.
What are you doing? Sketches? You're just like, and now for your enjoyment, the entirety of Holy Grail,
We
one man
just-
show.
Me and my friend just ripped off Monty Python for 3 years, and I got a C for that. So there you go.
Isn't there like rules against plagiarism?
Not
It's homage.
not at South High School, there isn't, my friend. But as you mentioned it, yeah, Star Wars. I suppose I say the big news for the movies this week was Star Wars title was revealed, The Last Jedi.
It's alright.
It's pretty good.
Is it the last film?
No.
But the thing is, it's also probably not going to be
This is
The
what
Last
my-
Jedi.
This is what my missus said. She messaged me going, "Does this mean it's the last Star Wars film?" I was like, "No, it's just the title. It's the second. There's another one after this, and you've got the solos." And she got really annoyed. She's like, "Well, that's just fucking misleading and stupid. I hope it was the last one. I've got one more." I had to watch fucking 5-7 Twilight films, so yeah, you can stomach another
No,
Star.
you never have to watch Twilight.
You do if you want the poo, my friend.
No one's ever said that before.
I can say this because she doesn't listen to these podcasts. She didn't start listening to the D&D
Yes, but
one
she
the other day.
stood behind you.
Yeah, she always stood behind. Anyway, yeah, so it's caused like a bit of stupid speculation to start the title. The Last Jedi. I mean, for me personally, it's just means Luke or Rey.
Well, I say it's instantly like, right, well, which one's the Last Jedi? But in that case, because we know Luke's alive, it has to be him.
I mean,
we know for a fact that he's a Jedi, and if it's the last one, it's him.
I'm 95% sure in the opening scroll in Force Awakens it says Luke, the Last Jedi, and then Snoke calls him the Last Jedi.
What if Luke Skywalker dies in this?
Well, then, yeah, I presume that'd be Rey then. But at the same time, people are saying, like, could it be Kylo Ren? No. No. The fucking Sith. He just killed.
Yeah, he
just helped commit genocide of a planet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
he
not
was,
a Jedi, mate.
pretty happy to go and murder the old father there.
Yeah.
To cement himself as a Sith.
He helped blow up a planet, killed a load of fucking other Jedi, and killed his own fucking dad. Pretty sure not going to be a Jedi.
It just sounds like a good weekend to me, though.
Yeah.
Blow up a planet, killed my dad, is good.
Standard stag, mate.
Standard stag.
But yeah, either way, got me super excited for Star Wars.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit unimaginative, to be honest. I don't know why. I know Force Awakens isn't groundbreaking, but it's something a bit different about that title, which I enjoyed.
I feel like the thing is with these ones, like, obviously you had like the original trilogy, you had New Hope,
Empire Strikes Back.
And then Return of the Jedi. The thing is, like, the first one, A New Hope, had nothing to do, technically, with anything involved in the film. Yeah, just then you had, like, Empire, Jedi, and then you had Phantom Menace, which is a bit vague, Attack of the Clones with the clones in the film, and then the Sith. And after that, it's like, main things.
The clones in the film! Oh, makes
But I think
sense.
there's, like, I just think, like, naming things, like, A New Hope, there's no, like, there's not a type of people called Hope.
Do you like it when they say the name of films in the film?
No.
Why, you have that Family Guy moment. It's like, he said it! He said it!
I do now, because of that.
It's
He said the thing. He said the name of the film.
purely down to Family
Like
Guy.
in
It's
Suicide
that
Squad.
just, you can't help but say it now every single time it pops up in a movie. But then the more obscure and shoehorned in the title is, the better.
I would like it more like. I know Suicide Squad did it, and that was the worst.
Yeah.
But like, if like Batman vs Superman did it, it's like,
It was like, if it's
Batman versus Superman.
Oh, it's like the new Spider-Man. He's on top of a building, just like, that's why I'm Spider-Man. Homecoming.
That's not even a real sentence. Think about it. It's the movie title.
It's like, this movies will be easy. Like, well,
Actually, the mission would be to be like Guardians of the Galaxy, the new one. This is with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Volume 2. Just do that with every film. Creators of films, do that every film, please. Every film, please.
That's why I'm John Wick. 2.
Glorious.
I hope they never make a John Wick 2.
No, what do you mean? It's coming out this month. Oh, sorry, next month.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What are they doing?
What have you been?
I don't know.
I mean, it's times like this where we really establish ourselves as doing a movie podcast.
No matter what happens,
I've had a lot to drink.
no matter what happens during the recording of these podcasts, the title gives us an out. It's called the goddamn Unqualified Opinions.
Yeah, we're not Unqualified Opinions, but we should just really say we have no idea what the fuck's going on.
We're unqualified.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not hiding behind, there's no smoke and mirrors yet.
There's a lot of smoke, no mirrors. I don't want to see my own reflection.
I haven't got one.
Haven't you?
I know.
That's fortunate.
It's a ginger thing. It comes with having no soul.
Anyway, I know what cheating on mine. Bit of Rick and Morty news.
Hello.
It's not the Rick and Morty.
Unless you tell me the definitive date season 3 is coming out, I really don't.
I feel like you've built him up to shit on him. I don't think
Go on.
news
Take
on
your
that.
shoulders off, stand in your chair and shit on my head.
No, I will say I felt quite smug earlier this month when a couple of people shared this like image online going, season 3 starts on the 9th of January.
Yeah, and it's like,
and
okay.
I was like, and I remember
We'll
I remember commenting some guy's post like, it's probably not going to do this. Like, oh well, IMBD said it's going to be. It's like, oh yeah, because they made the program. They decided it was going to be released. Yeah, go on, mate. I'll see you on the 9th of January. We'll talk about
like Wikipedia, and you can alter the information. Because you can add like trivia and bits like that, can't you?
No, I think whoever creates that website is in control of its content. But at the same time, they're just going off like hearsay and whatever else.
Yeah.
They're not getting like official insight unless it's released to the public. Do you know what I mean? They've not got no content.
Is this why Kill Bill Volume 3's been on there for the last like 8 years?
Yeah. Basically, I think right now I could say they're going to make a Jumanji 5, even though there's only been one Jumanji film. And
just you wait.
they'll put it with Robin Williams.
Is that's this year, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. That's later.
It's The Rock, though.
Yeah.
That man apparently can do no wrong.
He can.
But he is Pedro Jack Black.
Speaking of The Rock, I mean, it's a bit of a segue. I'm not going to my news, but I'll throw it in there anyway. The Shazam film.
Shazam!
They're going to do the Shazam
He's,
film. Where it's
Black
Adam.
Black Adam?
Black Adam, yeah. They're probably going to do Black Adam. But apparently now they're doing a solo Black Adam film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because we've got The Rock as Black Adam and no one as Shazam.
Oh, they're not cast Shazam?
No.
I just assumed they had.
Yeah. It's quite a hard character to cast, really. Because really you have to cast a child and a man who can act like a child. Really, they should have given it to The Rock in the first place. They gave him Black Adam anyway.
It'll be quite intriguing to see how much of the child is portrayed.
Probably not a lot.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, why do you want to watch...
But they could get away with... I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy who's playing the new Spider-Man. They could get away with someone his age.
Yeah, they could give it to... But the point of the Shazam character really is most of the time you see him in media, like in TV shows or whatever, he's usually about a 10-year-old, maybe 12 or something. Like he's a young kid. That's the point. That he wants to be is a kid who wants to be a superhero.
Yeah, it's going to be weird having hanging out with other superheroes, so...
Well, they've been doing it for God knows how long the character's been about.
I know, but it's amazing we can get away with, in comic books and the reality of seeing it
but,
in a film.
Well, they said now they're going to do Shazam and they're going to do a Black Adam film.
That would be a hard transition, that, having a child actor.
But the thing is, a lot of the Justice League don't know that Shazam is a kid.
Or if they just Captain America
I think only
go
Batman's
full
figured it out.
CGI.
Batman just knows everything.
Because he's a great detective.
He is a great.
What if they go full CGI? Do a Captain America?
Let's not do that.
Let's do that.
Ever again.
I want to see anger.
I really like the first Avenger film, but that fucking CGI of his head on that.
That was brilliant. It's not like it's groundbreaking, but it was entertaining.
It's unsettling. I just watched it when Manchester's in it.
Okay.
What?
They filmed part of that in Manchester, the first Avengers.
Really?
Captain America, first Avengers, yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, part of it near where Tori used to work, the Place Hotel.
Did not know
Yeah,
that.
there you go. Facts!
Thanks. Aren't they great?
Yeah, they are great. Anyway, Rick and Morty. Yeah, apparently it's been delayed. If I can find the right quote. I'm going to summarise it. I can remember last time I had to read quotes, it was terrible. But basically one of the creators said it's his fault.
Which it was.
Because they've just been they just keep kind of procrastinating and trying to get the script perfect.
Well, hang on. How can they still be working on the script? You would have thought at this point
it
would be.
They have started working on it in animation and stuff. There has been snippets.
But these animations don't get done over a weekend.
But they could write say.
Unless it's South Park.
Unless it's South Park. Bless them. Jesus Christ.
How many episodes in a season? Normally 10.
There's been 10 a season so far.
Yeah, but I heard this one should be a lot longer. This one.
So that's it. The last season came out in 2015, didn't it?
Yeah.
So they've taken 8 months, for example, to write the first 3 episodes.
In fairness,
they could still
it
be writing.
hasn't even been that long. We're just incredibly impatient because it's too fucking good.
They just said they've been really fussy with it and they just want to. And they just kind of
I can imagine they will be quite fussy with it because they've got a lot to live up to.
Oh,
at this
yeah.
point. I mean, imagine the first series was literally let's just fucking get it done. Second series might have been okay, we can build on it, and this third series has got to be fucking good.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
So the first season, they're just happy to be there. Yeah. The second one is let's see how far we can push it. The third was oh shit, a lot of people are watching now.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull one quote from the thing I read. It was off comicbook.com. Was pull the interview from somewhere. And the only quote I'm going to pull from this is where he says, "Yeah, we fucked up." That's it. Hopefully we'll get it. I reckon at this point, if it's probably after summer, if we're lucky. It probably.
What's this shown on? Is it Adult Swim?
Yeah. I think.
What TV channel's that?
In America, I don't know how it works.
It goes on the website.
Do we not get it on UK TV?
On UK TV, it's late night Fox.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, because Robot Track is on the channel.
So internet.
Yeah, we know. It's shown over here, but it's not literally obviously I don't know how it works in America. I think they we get Fox channel, and then usually from midnight to 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll get a couple of Adult Swim shows. You Robot Chicken and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's been on that.
I love Robot Chicken. Is that still going?
it's dicking about.
Yeah.
I think they just did a new season last year, so they're constantly doing it.
It is great.
It's a great show. Yeah, I like the DC specials.
I haven't seen the DC. I watched all the Star Wars specials, but I haven't seen the DC ones.
DC ones are fucking great.
Yeah.
And to check for a new season of Axe Cop, see if that's come back.
Axe Cop is great.
I don't know that.
It's literally like
It's the guy from Parks and Rec is the voice in it.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
It's literally about a policeman with an axe.
It's so good.
That's about it.
So
That's all you need to know.
I remember his name.
It's Ron Swanson.
Chop your head off.
We'll call him Ron Swanson. But yeah, it's such a good call.
I love Parks and Rec.
But yeah, but I mean that's my basic movie TV show news for the week. Have you got any gaming? Can you do gaming news, Martin?
Yes, I can.
Are you capable?
I have one piece of gaming news.
Feel free to stretch it out.
If you
I regret saying this.
Don't say something time.
If you have EA Access, you can get Mass Effect Andromeda on the 16th of March, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. What's that?
Do you know? Have you heard much about the Injustice 2 beta? I signed up for it.
Yes, the Injustice 2, they are actually.
Wait, beta or beta? That was a beta.
I call beta. It's probably beta. I say things wrong all the time. I called a guy Mal today.
Beta?
Which is like a mate between mate and pal.
Right, Mal.
And he just nodded.
I'm going to run with that.
Now.
I'm going to run with that.
Yeah. I like to invent new things. Yeah, go on.
Also, in Overwatch, they're doing the Year of the Rooster. It's doing a new year.
I saw
the
that.
28th of.
Is that accurate to?
Yeah, it's the new year. It's already running, and they've got new skins and everything like that for it, and they are absolutely. Again, it's such a wonderfully polished game. Anyway, it's really beautiful. They've changed a lot of the meta in terms of like the tanks and everything like that with the buffs.
I get the impression you like Overwatch.
I do like Overwatch. I'm literally considering spending quite a lot of money on loot boxes just to try and get what I want. But I probably won't because the game's a dick.
I'd rather spend money on loot crates. Just trying to get some sponsorships. So they seem to sponsor everybody. I don't know.
Overwatch have also introduced a capture the flag mode.
Oh yeah,
but that's not going.
Classics.
That wasn't a mode anyway. I feel like every first-person shooter should have that.
Well, they've literally just introduced it, but it's not going competitive. It's not because you got the standard play versions like people dicking about. Then you got competitive where you have like a score depending on how well your team do, and it reflects like on you. So they're not putting that into the competitive for whatever reason. Also, there has been a little bit of controversy about one of the characters, May. You're both not familiar with it, clearly.
Yeah.
Which one?
I've seen your phone.
Yeah.
Which is this the one on the front cover? Or
I've seen the release these as
the Chinese girl in like the park.
Oh, right.
Actually releasing her as a pop vinyl, and I saw it the other day. I was like, I could buy mine now. I was like,
you should buy.
I might do, but I probably won't because I'm about to lose my job.
We need to have a chat.
Maybe you should
That's a new podcast, right?
Maybe you should buy it from me. I'll give you the money.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'll look into it for you.
Badger's going to be starting his own blog of his.
I'm if you want to sponsor this podcast by giving me money.
On the recent bill, there's in the new skin she's got. She's actually quite trim.
Oh, is she?
She's quite chunky.
Yeah, that's what everyone's kicking off about. And Blizzard have actually already set out a notice saying she's not as thick as we intended.
It's because she wears lots of layers.
Yes, that's what a lot of people have been saying. But basically, she got arse and legs and tits, but she's quite thin in the middle. And people are saying we thought she was a little wider.
So not just big coat.
It's like a stretch out Jessica Rabbit.
Like a compressed Jessica Rabbit.
Because she was like mainly tits, legs, and no
waist.
waist.
Well, no, she's still not exactly like super skinny, but I think people were expecting her to be a little bit bigger, and that's what.
I generally think the Overwatch community should calm the fuck down because
should calm the
fuck Tracer down. Thing was ridiculous.
Yeah, the Tracer thing was.
It's like, oh, she's lesbian. No one should care.
No one cares.
It doesn't matter. It's good that you've got a lesbian character in your game.
Also, Blizzard have announced like, oh, she's not the first one with like a gender you weren't expecting, like a sexual orientation. It's kind of like
it just didn't come out that one of the characters is a hermaphrodite.
It's literally like no one gives a shit.
The gorilla's really into feedism.
The gorilla's a feeder.
Yeah.
Have a banana. Have some peanut butter.
Eat the potassium.
So I don't think anyone actually gives a shit, but some people like to pretend they give a shit about things like that. At the end of the day,
it's dumb.
It's fictional characters.
Yeah. Her being lesbian does no way in shape affect anyone's life.
I got fucking play of the game the other day as fucking Tracer though.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Big Tuesday.
If I had bash it before, I'll show you. I got 2 double kills on the trot, delivered the payload before meters left to go. Oh, fucking hell. What?
I'm so fucking lost. Is it real?
Is this isn't really gaming news anymore? This is you talking about
You're just bragging.
This is me just bragging about how good
Any
I am.
more gaming news, or just you talk about Overwatch?
I have, just for me personally, I have pre-ordered For Honor.
Oh yeah,
That's the Viking Samurai.
The hype machine is starting to work on this now.
Yeah, like a lot more. I've seen a lot more like advertising for this game recently, like a shitload of advertising compared to what it's been for. Like it's been in the pipeline for quite a while. I've not really seen much, but now it's really hitting it really heavy.
Well, I think I never heard of it until you mentioned on the last podcast, and then like I've just noticed like Nerdist and Geek and Sundry started doing playthroughs of it and stuff.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first. Unqualified Opinions Podcast did it first. Fuck you, Nerdist. Really.
Is there gameplay out of it then?
They will play, yeah.
Yeah, there's a load of like, but that was like beta footage.
Okay.
Out of a lot of it, and it's probably going to be incredibly good. But I'm only worried about the latent surge of advertising. The only thing that worries me is that it's going to focus more on like the multiplayer and things like that.
Everything focuses on multiplayer.
I was quite looking forward to a story in it.
Is it just an online game? Because that's things like
no.
It's a story mode.
From what I've seen, there is a campaign of sort.
So I thought about getting it, and I like obviously say like these websites start picking up and promoting it a bit more. And it just seems to like just doing the online mode. So it's I automatically lost interest.
I would say to you because I know you only really like single player games.
I'm a story guy.
I would say to you, let me buy it first. I'll tell you
I'm happy for you to spend £40. I mean, not spend
literally,
£40.
if I knock out like 8 hours of story, if I get it knock out, it's 8 hours of story, I will turn around and say, don't buy that.
To be fair, we don't really need to buy games anymore. Just rely on Martin to buy them, complete them in a couple of days, and then we'll have them.
I just started playing Skyrim.
Yeah, 8 hours for me is like 20 hours for you, scrubs.
20 years, mate.
Well, I just started playing Skyrim. It's quite a good game, Mike.
Is this the first time you've played Skyrim?
No, I didn't really play it. I think I should start my time up.
I have about
2 years ago. I think I started playing it.
I have about 300, 400 hours in that game. So
what I found is, the character creation bit.
Yeah.
Is if you want to be happy with the character, don't let your missus get involved.
Why?
Because now I'm a Catwoman. I didn't want to be a Catwoman.
Because she has no time for you.
Nah, yeah. I quite like it, but it's not.
I like the Khajiit. They're a good race.
I wouldn't rather be a lad though.
The thing is, like, you can look into like loads of lore and things like that when you look into it, and you get a lot more appreciation for whatever race you're playing, and you kind of find yourself sort of like, I don't want to say like, if you proper look into it, there's so much racism in that game. In the entire franchise, like when you play Morrowind, the Dark Elves enslave the Khajiits and the Argonians, and then you get to Skyrim, and the obviously it's like we're Nord, it's like a Nord's first kind of action kind of thing, a Nord kip as it were.
God.
And it's so you can see a lot of that in there, a lot of tension. Obviously, they were trying to like build that kind of like atmosphere. But it literally just comes to the point where if you don't play the race that is the dominant in them societies at that point, you just feel like a bag of shit all the time because you walk around and you just get racially abused constantly, and it's not the best. But I played every single Elder Scrolls game as a Nord, so when I first played Skyrim, to me it felt like going home.
Yeah,
in that sense.
So that's it for gaming news from mine.
Yes,
Game King.
Did my best.
He tried.
Actually, say that. Do you know when the Injustice 2 beta's coming out?
Not a fucking clue at this point.
I signed up for it, but it just didn't tell me anything. It's like, you signed up for it. Well done. I'm like, thanks. I can enter my email into a thing.
I'd love to jump in with some gaming news. But the most recent game I played was I replayed Call of Duty World of War.
It's
a solid game.
It turns out after you haven't played it for X amount of years, you're just quite shit, and the only people who still play it are really fucking good.
Things like I picked up Skyrim and I did message Martin and say, it's a new game, which Martin was like, oh, just play Skyrim. It's fine.
Just play. It's a fucking good game. You don't play many games, so
no. That's something I should probably branch
out. Well, you'll get more hours out of that. Then.
If that For Honor's got a storyline, I might play that.
I'll let you know.
Oh, I started playing GTA as well. Now they got that biker gang thing going on.
Yeah, I was literally going to set one up next week.
It turns out it helps if you're with people you know.
Essentially, like with the GTA content now, like the online content, they've already said it's going to slow down a lot.
Yeah.
Because Red Dead 2's out, and basically they're using all the staff to make Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
And hopefully working on GTA 6.
Yeah, GTA 6 is one of them, but it's going to slow down the content for GTA 5.
Yeah. It's understandable. Think how much they put out. You can't even be mad. Like, they put so much into that game.
As long as they put the same amount of effort into the Red Dead Online, I think people will be very happy. The microtransaction system that they had for GTA 5, that was what funded, essentially, all the online content. They can do the same for Red Dead 2. I'm really happy with it. It looked like, I'd like the heist and everything like that. You could do that in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're releasing extra content where it's completely justified if you are going to pay for it. Not that I ever have or will, but all content they've ever brought out, you're like, you know what? Like they're putting the work in there to make a complete new spin-off to the game.
Some of it is purely cosmetic. You still have to pay in-game money for that cosmetic change, and some of it is like actual substance, like the import-export, the CEO stuff, the biker gang stuff, and things like that. Done really well with it all.
Now I just need more online friends and a microphone and some general gaming skills, and it'll be really fun.
Our John from the Sweet Rolls podcast, if you ever play GTA Online with him, never let him drive a car, ever, because he is the worst person in the world for that. Killing people, 100%. He will headshot someone 1,000,000 miles away. But if you let him drive a car, he will have it on his roof before he started the engine. So it's kind of like, how did you do that?
I'll be a driver. Get me in there. That sounds a bit. I can't be worse than that.
That's gaming done for this period. Boom. I say this week. I don't know when we do these anymore. I don't know where I am with you guys. Yeah, so we watched a couple of trailers.
We did.
Before we started recording.
Yes.
The first one we'll talk about is Logan. Let's talk about Logan.
Yeah,
that's the first one we watched. We'll talk about it in order.
It's still my top pick of films to watch this year.
It actually looks really good off that trailer.
But you guys weren't too fast on the first trailer.
Yeah, I wasn't too. Like I said, I didn't really have like strong feelings like of any kind towards like the first trailer. But this one really excited me for it.
Yeah, I found this trailer a lot more, like I want to watch the film a lot more based off this trailer.
So is the girl in the trailer his daughter?
No. The girl in the trailer is a character called X-23, I believe, which is basically I think it was like in the terms of the comic books was like they did the Old Man Logan storyline, which is kind of loosely what they spade off, and then because obviously you got to have a Wolverine knocking about in the X-Men universe, haven't you?
Have to.
Yeah. Obviously, standard. So they introduced a Marvel's new thing of like changing everyone's sex or gender or race.
Yeah.
They kind of brought X-23 into it, who's a girl with basically I think the same powers as Wolverine. I'm not dead sussed up onto it, but that's her character. It's X-23.
Well, the thing is in the trailer, like towards the end you see her with a hand on the car, and she's got like wounds.
Yeah, she has two claws.
Yeah.
It's just take away the middle finger of Wolverine.
Well, that's
what she's
obviously
got.
like obviously she's not as
the fun claw.
I don't want to say she's not as powerful as Wolverine because if she's got a hand on the car, it's not healed that quickly. Obviously.
But you got to remember, like this is a child, which is already fucking so much shit up. It's brilliant.
I think it's obviously you got to think like I mean the premise of this film is there's no mutants anymore. They're all gone or disappeared or whatever. So it's like Wolverine's knocking about with Professor X for whatever reason.
He's got nothing else now.
Yeah, it's like
his house keeps blowing up. The rest don't give a fuck.
The rest of the X-Men are dead or in hiding, I think. But at the same time, like it's come out like recently, like they're saying this film is not in the same canon or the same universe or something as the other Wolverine films, which makes no sense.
It's all canon.
So
it's all been canon before. How can they just?
I mean, yeah, it's a terrible canon because they keep rewriting the title.
Is it in canon with any of the films then? Or?
I mean, the thing is, like, they do reference. Apparently, they do reference the first film where Rogue dicking about with the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, right.
If we recall the 2000 film.
99, I think.
No, 2000. I looked at it when I was going to do my top 10 of terrible Marvel films, and you shot it down because that was going to be in there. That's not that terrible film. I quite like X-Men.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I quite like it actually. But But yeah, probably Hugh Jackman said it's not technically part of the same universe, but I can't imagine how it would not be part of the same.
The
universe.
only worrying thing I've had out of either of these trailers now, like I said, I really liked the first trailer. That's what turned me on to this. But it's the fact that he's reading a bloody X-Men comic and he's just
they're.
I don't like that.
No, it seems a bit meta.
Yeah.
Apparently that's basically because the X-Men, the actual in the film universe, became so famous for obviously saving the world a couple of dozen times or whatever else. They obviously wrote a comic about them as heroes, so it became a story and a legend and all that about that. That's why you see in the comic is like Wolverine's like the comic Wolverine, but really you never see Hugh Jackman wearing that yellow and black outfit.
Yep.
But those comics were actually a lot of people spent a lot of time trying to find those comics in the real world, but those comics were especially made for the movie, so you can't actually buy those comics in the real world.
But if you could.
You could, they'd be fucking someone to be a rich.
Well, I think they're probably going to bring out that comic.
Yeah,
I've seen it in Logan.
I can imagine they might do as like a bit of that. They could do as a bit of like a prequel kind of comic run. They could use that, but whether they do it, that's a different matter. But it looks a good film.
I'm glad you guys are on board.
I'm thoroughly on board.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting. It looks better than the original trailers did, and like I'm a bit confused where it lines up in the X-Men like run a film, but at the same time I'm a bit confused where the fucking alien line.
Well, that's it. We're looking far into the future.
Is Professor X dead? Is Magneto okay?
Is he okay?
Is he have a family? Does he never have a family anymore? What's Mystique doing? She was a bitch, now she's not a bitch. I don't know.
She's one girl, now she's another. Who knows what's going on?
She's in the Hunger Games. I don't know anymore. But yeah, it looks like a decent movie.
So Hunger Games and hates pants.
That thing as well. So Logan looks good. We'll probably check that out and probably
definitely check it out. Like I say, it's
definitely gonna go watch that.
It's up there with Guardians for me. Films I'm not gonna miss this year.
That's the first one after Lego Batman.
It reminds me of Logan. Reminds me of like weirdly like Last of Us kind of thing. It's like older man looking after you.
That thing is like really it could essentially be sort of a Last of Us film, but without all the plant zombies.
Well, I'm not too keen on them, to be honest. I like the entire like narrative and everything like that, but I'm not too keen on the setting, as it was.
Yeah, I think
imagine it's a bit of a played out trope, like even with like The Walking Dead and everything like that. There was
I watched it.
The Telltale game.
Oh right.
There was you were playing a person who looked after a younger person.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's different in terms of like you can't claw someone's face off in The Walking Dead.
Well, you can.
Adamant claws would probably benefit in the zombie apocalypse.
Be a bit odd.
And the regeneration, and the being immune to diseases.
Well, obviously in the film he's regenerated, just kind of suffering because you see him like jamming one of his claws back in because he won't retract properly and stuff like that.
But I think that's more to do with the mechanism.
I like that though. Like just like a rubber sheet, like this again. Damn these claws!
Do you think you'll see him like on his day-to-day life one day where one claw won't go in, he's there just trying to like make his breakfast, he's got a bloody claw sticking out.
Solves the kettle now.
It's like just sat on the bed trying to generally fucking X, get the fucking DW4 here. It's jammed again.
What do you use on your wheels? Like
what's got the sweet wheels, bro? Yeah, but yeah, we've got also, actually, in the last podcast, or the one before that, I said I want to correct myself. I said Guardians of the Galaxy coming out in July. It's actually April. It's coming out.
Oh, well, bonus.
Yeah, a lot sooner than I anticipated. No, I can't wait for that.
April, early years picked up a bit.
Yeah. We got Lego Batman, followed by March Logan, and then April Guardians.
The ultimate question is, when's the next Mortal Kombat movie out?
Don't need a new one. Just watch the old one.
Netflix need to get a hold of
Don't even watch the old one, just listen to the fucking soundtrack.
Also, when are they going to reboot Ghost Rider?
Never.
When Nicolas Cage is in his grave.
They've already done it in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I still haven't seen that.
He's an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Watch that. You son of a bitch.
Was it good?
No, I don't watch it.
Watch that, you son of a bitch. Have you watched it? Well, no.
Don't maybe watch it all just for Ghost Rider.
Just look at the clips. See if it's worth your time.
Actually, I watched The Exorcist TV series. I'll say I watched it. I watched the first 2 episodes and the last 2 episodes, and I felt like I got everything I needed.
These are the things.
Is that how you watch TV shows? Like, well, I'll watch the first and last one, and then work out if it's worth watching the in between. But
I feel that's one of the things. Like, there's a list somewhere of things that should never, ever, or need to be made into a TV series, and that's just on there.
It was
Well, like Jaws.
the first episode and the last two
yeah.
episodes were really good. If I watched the middle bit, I'd probably be very disappointed. I imagine it's just a build up to the end.
I tried to watch that Lemony Snicket's series of Unfortunate Events the other day.
Any good?
With Neil Patrick Harris.
And it's
Actually, I'm assuming no, 'cause you said you tried.
yeah, I think it's like I think I watched one episode. They're an hour long each, and I was just watching. And I watched it at the end. I was like, I could have just watched the movie. And that's an hour and a half, and that's all the story in one film.
Exact same.
And that's one episode. It's just the beginning bit where they like go, "Oh, our parents have burned down. Oh well, here's this guy," and that's it. Nothing happens. It's fucking Neil Patrick Harris is fine. I like Neil Patrick Harris, but the rest of it just
Is he the uncle?
It's Olaf. It's fine. Some people might like it. I just think it's really drawn out and boring.
Well, you told them.
I don't like. I don't think I like Netflix series in general, except for Stranger Things and Jessica Jones.
Daredevil?
No, I got bored of that.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Just
the...
every episode doesn't need to be an hour long. It's too fucking long, unless you've got like a really good narrative. And a lot of these things don't have a good narrative.
I'd agree with that, but I feel the same way about films. I think too many people try making like silly long films now, where an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half is perfectly fine for a movie.
Depending on what kind of film it is, like you don't need shitloads of talking all the time. Like a Daredevil, like you don't need to talk about how he's blind for 2 hours.
Is that we get it? That's all he is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Daredevil's
we know he's
blind.
blind. We know he's really good with sticks. It's fine.
He knows he has some relation to Ben
Just
Affleck.
do that corridor fight for 2 seasons. I don't care. Put Punisher in it more. Whatever you want.
So to watch On Back. I need to watch that apparently. Apparently it's got it's just one massive kung fu fight.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, so there's one called the Warrior King as well.
Yeah.
I need to watch.
And then one with his like daughter's friend's cousin or something.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Anyway, talking about daughter's friend's cousin.
I don't think the segue's going to work.
Oh no, wait, I'll make it work. Power Rangers.
Yes.
Because everyone knows the daughter's friend's cousin who loves it.
We'll have all had daughters and cousins. I don't fucking know. But anyway, yeah, there's Power Rangers trailers. There's actually, what's the word that came before it? It's not called Power Rangers anymore. It's called Shiban's Power Rangers or something.
No.
They branded it to fuck, my friend.
Okay.
Like they did in the 80s.
I would have just went for the Rangers of Power.
I still hold to what I said before that I don't know if this podcast ever heard when I said this, but Alfalfa looks wrong.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay.
Alfalfa.
Whatever he's called.
Alpha 5.
Alfalfa. Isn't Alfalfa the kid from Little Rascals?
Yeah.
Whichever one.
The one with the fucking spike in his
I've
head.
not watched Power Rangers since I was about fucking 8.
Do you mean the robot?
Yeah, the robot.
Alpha 5.
It looks
We did air that podcast.
Did the trailer you watched have him in it? Go on, I watched
The
you see it.
one we watched earlier, it was in it for about 1 second.
He's alright. He looks fucking weird, but he's alright.
I mean,
I don't
the guy
understand how to give him the big fucking headlights. Just leave him just like the disc head.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
They just worked on him being more of an alien.
The character design is terrible. Shocking. The voice,
pretty sweet.
yeah. The thing is, with Alpha 5, the voice actor, I really like the voice actor. It's Bill Hader.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, who's been in many a film. You
Right.
will have seen.
He is good.
Many
Films. Great comedian actor. But I just think it doesn't sound right when he's not going, ay, ay, ay.
That's the thing, you're relating it back to the fact that it's not as good as the original.
Really?
But the original is shit. It's just a man in a couple of like tin
The original
cans.
Power Rangers is fucking terrible. But the thing is, like, because this is actually better.
You're complaining that they've made it good.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You made it decent.
How dare you make this shit
Make
good?
it worse.
I know, all in all,
Bryan Cranston doesn't look as bad as I expected, though.
for a film which, what do you mean? It looks good. I like that sort of floaty head.
I thought it looked generally as shit as the original, but it looks actually alright.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of they've done that typical Hollywood thing of make metal-y effects with the blocky, like they did in Transformers.
Just everything CGI.
You know what it looks like? It looked like to me. It looked like the fucking babyface god from the Matrix.
Yeah, it does.
that was what I felt when.
That's right, though. That's the only, like, I'm fine with that. Godard looks terrible.
Yeah. But no, for a film which I didn't ask for, didn't think I'd give a shit about, I watched a trailer and went, I'd totally watch that film.
I mean, I don't ask for any of these films.
I'm completely on board with watching the Power Rangers.
Yeah, I thought it looks really good. I think the kids in it look great. I don't know any of these the actors, but none of them instantly annoyed me, and I was like, cool, right?
It's not going to be a good film. I can say this. I'm confident it's not going to be good, but I'm not going to say it's going to be shit. It's going to be something I can watch and go, yes, this is something I've absorbed.
So it's
in
not
my
like
eyes.
something I'd watch in an afternoon.
Yeah, it's just like, say if you've got, like, you're hungover and you've got access to it and you go, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. But, like, I'm not going to go pay fucking 20 quid or whatever the fuck it is at the cinema to go watch it. It's fine. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be shit. It's just going to be bog standard Hollywood.
Okay, now go pee in this cup.
I did like that.
That's the best line of the entire thing.
I'm a superhero. Pee in this! That's the thing, that's probably the only good joke in the whole
Probably.
I love the
The black guy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's like, yeah, I suppose. But that's kind of an obvious joke as well.
It is. Well, still pretty funny.
But I do want to see what the Zoid looks like properly. Is it called Zoids?
Well, it's not Zords, because Megazord
Zords.
was the...
Zoids was something else, sorry, from the 80s.
You just apologise to the 80s then.
Yeah, sorry, the 80s. I forgot about you for a moment.
Hollywood hasn't.
Yeah. Elizabeth Banks looks alright though.
Oh, she looks great.
Lizzie Banks.
Old Lizzie Banks.
Old Lizzie.
No, she looked cool. She looked medicine, playing the trick.
We
Sweet.
haven't got around to watching Underworld yet.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would we?
I would.
I tried.
We're not going to...
Promising.
But it didn't quite happen.
I don't expect it with Underworld. I'd watch it and I'd just take it in just for Cape XL and just go, the story's terrible, like I did with the last 3 films.
Also,
was the worst.
I'm pretty much roping it into the same thing, because when I think of Underworld, I also think of Resident Evil. Especially this new movie, I think only because it's the final one, has got more hype than any of the other Resident Evil films since the first one.
I cannot go anywhere at the minute without seeing trailers. For that.
I think it's a big builder for a massive downfall for a lot of people. But
Do you think it's because they maybe...
people all of a sudden have given a shit again.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Well, they've taken it back to the original.
Yeah,
it looks more like the original film.
Fucking they're doing the laser tunnel again.
Yeah.
That creepy computer girl's back.
Yeah.
And it's just like that.
She was in the last one. The Scorpion.
Was she?
Yeah, she was Red Queen. She was in because they break into that facility that's like under the snow and everything like that. Where they got like simulated.
Well, they got the guy from like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
the guy who's turning all stony and shit.
This is the end of the Resident Evil film.
It has to be.
think
They
it's
can't do a Final Destination where they called the 4th one the Final Destination and brought out the 5th one. Okay.
No, apparently this is the last
one.
The last.
Which they should do.
Nail in the coffin.
I really do think because if they actually do like a last film,
I will go on record.
In a couple of years, that will give someone an opportunity to buy the rights to make a decent one.
I will go on record and say the Final Fantasy. No, sorry, wrong one. Resident Evil franchise would have been totally fine if they'd done 3 films. First one, the second one, and made this one the third one. And fuck the other
You
one.
can still pretend that's how it is.
I
Just don't watch the ones in between.
I honestly think Resident Evil would have done fine as 2 films.
The second one was alright, wasn't it?
Second one
Or as one film, because what people need to
Nemesis?
understand is that...
Nemesis, wasn't it?
That's the second one, yeah. But like, so the thing is, what people need to understand is that you don't need to make a sequel to fucking everything.
Yeah.
They would also make one good film. It would make one really good film.
But that fat money though.
It's a pain. It's a problem.
Why do you keep making Fast and Furious films?
Oh, no. Like we said before, it's the same idiots who keep paying to go see fucking Transformers.
Yeah.
Stop paying for it, Badger.
If you stop paying for it, we don't have to keep fucking watching
Stop going to Michael. If everyone just stops going to Michael Bay films, they'll stop
I
happening.
want to see how bad it gets. I want to see what
it.
happens.
You know how bad it's getting!
No.
You
because,
know!
No, because it always surprises me.
God, how bad it got. Punishment.
Literally, draw yourself a flip book of what you think will happen, and it will
be better.
You know what?
than the Michael Bay film.
Badger needs to get into fan fiction. Help him out, help us out.
What, with Michael Bay and Optimus Prime?
I didn't say erotic fan fiction.
That's what fan fiction is, isn't it?
No.
Just a load of characters boning.
And then Shia LaBeouf fucked Optimus Prime.
I ship.
No.
We start shipping people.
Don't ship
That's
anyone.
the thing.
Don't ship anyone. Every time you ship someone, I'll punch you in the dick. How about that?
Don't bully me, I'll ship you with Michael Bay.
Don't make me ship you.
Don't make me ship you, son of a bitch.
And then I'll punch you in the dick.
It's a fair trade.
Yeah, anyway, Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm in.
If there's nothing else, when is it? March is coming out, now I'll go watch Logan.
You don't have to only watch one film that month.
Yeah, I do have to. I've got legal things.
I'm only allowed in the cinema for one film.
Yeah, it's called the Unqualified Opinions Podcast. I can't do. If we
become too qualified.
If we have to record 2 podcasts in March, I'll watch the Power Rangers film. If we don't, I'll watch Logan. It's fine.
I'll watch Logan. Who should I go to? Let's have a mandate for Logan together.
First Lego Batman film.
Yeah, Lego Batman film.
It's going to be great.
I'm really looking forward to that.
That's the most thing. I think that, then Guardians, and then everything else, Wonder Woman and stuff after that.
To be fair, there's quite a few movies coming out which we would all happily go together and see.
Yeah, to be honest, this year
there's quite a few films coming out which we'd all agree that we would give them money.
As long as Martin buys his mutual in advance.
Yeah, as long as I
it'd be a good time.
Fucking, I'm not paying that fucking extortionate price again. I don't mind paying out the fucking nose for a hot dog. But Jesus Christ, a fucking bag of minstrels, fuck off.
Wait, what do you pay for a hot dog?
It's fucking well expensive, a hot dog.
But you're okay with it?
I was saying, how much would you pay for a hot dog?
Oh, like £3.
Wow, big money.
Well, when Ashton had like the Christmas market on.
Yeah, I said Christmas market. That's different.
Yeah, that was like they had like
they're bratwurst.
I had a couple of them. They were proper. Really,
yeah, it's like bratwurst, though, isn't it? It's not like
yeah. But you go to the
a bog standard hot dog. £2 a month.
That's why I was stood there. I was like,
my £3 basis is on the fact that I've never bought a hot dog.
It's why I abuse the shit out of the ketchup and the mustard. Because I'm getting my money's worth.
Do you just remove the hot dog and fill the bun with it?
Yeah, I'm walking in with like the hot dog behind me here, and I'm walking in with a bun filled with ketchup and mustard. Just going, here's my ticket.
I can't say shit. I bought a hot dog in Disneyland. Don't even talk about how much it costs in Disneyland.
€7.
You bought a hot dog in Disneyland.
Well,
how much was that?
You get if you buy the meal, like a boss, you get a hot dog, a drink, and some fries, and that's about €14.
Bloody hell!
I'd go hungry.
It's a pretty good hot dog.
I'd be fishing stuff out of bin.
Yeah, we're going back in there.
How good? Are we talking bratwurst good? Or?
Yeah. No, they're probably like sausages, not like cheap boy on the can ones. Decent sausage house.
It's amazing what Disney can do to someone. Oh, I'm in Disneyland, I'll pay fucking £20 for a hot dog.
It's that or not eat. Don't ask me what beer costs.
It's a hardship being an alcoholic in Disneyland.
my mate went to Disneyland in Paris last month, and he texted me when he was there going, I just paid €8 for a beer. I'm really sad. Yeah, I know.
Why don't you just go to the Algarve and pay like €2 for a beer?
I remember the last thing, go to the Algarve, $1.50 for a pint. Good times.
Can't remember those times, but I'm sure it was good.
Yeah. Anyway, talk about Disney. You've got something to say about Disney anyway. Martin watched the movie Moana.
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to say about it?
That's probably one of the best movies I've seen for a long time.
Completely unplanned. I have also watched it, and I agree.
It was completely unplanned for me because nothing else I couldn't get to watch anything else. But I managed to watch Moana. I was like, let's stick it on.
Did you watch it because The Rock?
No, I didn't even know the fucking Rock was in it.
Yeah.
Which, of course, I had the same birthday as the Rock.
Aye.
Yeah, 2nd of May.
Oh, yeah.
Means nothing, but cool.
Yeah, you didn't know. Didn't know The Rock was in it because you had the same birthday.
Lily Allen, Engelbert Humperdinck.
Lily Allen?
Yeah, Lily Allen's got the same birthday as me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about people in...
What
was she the chicken?
In fairness, Lily Allen should be in a lot more stuff. 2017, the year of Lily Allen.
The comeback year.
I've declared it right now. But yeah, it was a really, really fucking well animated film. Considering how most of the film is based on water. So they absolutely fucking nailed the water physics straight.
I was thinking this with the sand. As silly as it is, I was just mesmerised by how incredible the sound was.
It was the hair for me. The people's hair in the film was absolutely fantastic how it moved.
I mean, they are good with the way they do these days.
Because this wasn't even Pixar, was it? This is just...
No, this is Disney.
Just Disney,
I mean, I don't know if it's the same studio, but essentially probably the same animators.
No, it is because Pixar was his own studio anyway, and then Disney bought Pixar.
But it'd be bleeds with animators and stuff, though.
I don't think so. I think they'd have completely...
There's not like a lot of people that sat around just doing Pixar.
Yeah, do you know how much effort it takes to make a goddamn Pixar movie?
What's the next Pixar one? Toy Story 4?
Well, someone's probably making that, but...
Can we not just let Toy Story go on?
No, because it's a cash cow. Why would they not? It's like
I wouldn't have been happy with it ending with them all
Toy
getting
Story.
fucking schmelted.
I would have been happy with the end of Toy Story 1.
The things with
And
the
then
Toy Story
fucking
films,
it
though, they're not bad sequels. They're all
But
like,
the third one, I really enjoyed the third one.
with the Strawberry Bear.
The second one was a bit weak to me.
With Buzz Lightyear's dad.
Yeah, and like
Like Buzz Lightyear's dad?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Oh, just because he fucking does a Star Wars moment, it's not legitimately.
No, I know, but that's what I remember from that film.
So
And he plays balls with him. It's great fun.
yeah, so I was really happy with Moana. That was a great film. I
remember watching it and
enjoyed the entire thing.
I remember it didn't really it didn't catch me. It was enjoyable. It was fine stuff. Like bit disappointed with Jermaine Clement. I love Jermaine. Clement.
Oh, you were disappointed?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
As
Yeah.
was he the
Yeah.
crab?
Yeah, that was one of my favourite parts. I love the song, I love how he looked, and I just love him.
Actually, my favourite entire line of the film is where he picks up that she's obviously like showing off spoilers. She's showing off the fucking gem and everything like that, the heart of the earth, whatever it is. And then he picks it. She's obviously like covered like a pebble in like that algae. And he picks it up and he goes, she's covered in some kind of bioluminescent algae. Like, to me, that was just kind of like so out there for a kids' film.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that was a real joke for the adults. That one.
I think the thing with obviously with Disney now, they do kind of write, with Pixar more so. They do kind of write films, but it's obviously it is for kids.
Yeah, of course.
They put stuff in for the adults. It's like that. I don't really want to reference it, but Frozen. You know, have you seen Frozen?
Yes, I have seen Frozen.
I've seen the first quarter.
Do you know the song that Olaf sings?
I didn't reach out.
I can't even remember that, to be honest.
It's basically he's singing a song about being a snowman in summer, and there's a bit where he's like talking about something. They're like, put me in somewhere I'll be happy as and it pauses, and there's a picture of a puddle. And he goes, a happy snowman. It's just implying if a snowman was in something, it would melt into a puddle. Yeah. But he just kind of skims over it. So an adult will go, ha ha.
He's in fucking denial.
Dead.
A kid goes, happy snowman. I was like, enjoy that.
No, I completely forgot about that crab scene. That was easily one of my favourite things of it.
Oh, yeah.
The thing with me, it's like I've heard, I say like Jermaine Clement, like Flight the Conchords, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think
he is brilliant though.
So
have you seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes, great.
That is such a brilliant mockumentary.
The bit with the werewolves with Rhys Darby. I fucking love that.
Hey, the werewolves, not swearwolves. It's fantastic.
So you know there is a sequel of that with the werewolves. It's Rhys Darby and the werewolves.
Have they actually done that?
They're meant to be doing it. I fucking really hope they do it.
Oh, everyone
that'd be so good. I love Rhys.
One of my favourite bits is when he's just laying out the newspaper. He knows he's going to kill it. He's like, just don't pay attention. And then he hits a fucking archery and just going everywhere. If you haven't seen it, watch that film. It is so good.
Jermaine Clement, this is just like his singing voice. It sounds like he's trying to when they did
always David Bowie.
Yeah, he doesn't always sing like that, but when
it sounds like Flight of the Conchords, but more Flight of the Conchords,
and also the fart from Rick and Morty.
It sounds like he's trying to do the David Bowie voice too much.
Yeah.
So because at some points I can't understand what he's saying in the lyrics, and I think
it's that drone. He's got that drone.
I completely understand. It is overused when he does it now.
Yeah.
But I do love it every time. I'm not sick of it. I really enjoy it.
It's nice to see him doing that kind of thing, though. It's better that he's doing that where he gets to just sing a song and stuff rather than doing that terrible Men in Black.
But for me, this is one of the strongest showings by Disney. Like, I remember I watched Zootropolis, which is brilliant.
Yeah, good film.
But one of my biggest problems with most Disney or Pixar films is the same with Inside Out. People are like, oh, it's so good, and they have these deep messages. Yeah. But they talk about it being subtle, and it's like, it's not. This is the most on-the-nose fucking messages, and it takes me out of it. I'm like, I can enjoy a movie, and I appreciate a good level of explanation for the kids.
Like the Pixar films now, they're renowned for these deep stories and all this stuff. Like Inside Out, it's like teaching your kids how to be people.
That's like I didn't enjoy it.
Basically,
no one says that about the Disney films.
The end of Inside Out is basically the end of Inside Out is to teach kids it's okay to be sad and happy at the same time.
It's okay to be sad, basically.
Yeah, it's okay to be angry and happy. It's okay to be angry and sad. It's okay to be disgusted.
Don't have the apple.
But that's it. Before I saw it, I just had people tell me about how amazing it's got this underlining story.
Doesn't it?
And then I watched it. I'm like, this is the most on the nose, blunt fucking shit I've ever seen in my life.
On the head, doesn't it?
But then Zootropolis, really good. Had the same problem, but not as bad with the sort of race relations. But then I keep wanting to say Moana, but it's not Moana.
Moana.
Moana. It was the perfect level for me. I thought the characters are incredible. The
You know
people
what
need
it
to be
is?
strong
Right.
were strong. The people need to be different were different.
You know what it is? Like Disney.
It's right. Also, it didn't have the sort of same tropes which I'm used to seeing as
think
well
like-
now, which I appreciate.
Disney films obviously have always kind of taught lessons in a way, I suppose.
Yeah, of course.
Sort of. Maybe not.
Just-
maybe not the older ones.
Normally, your dad's gonna die, your
Yeah.
mum's gonna die. Deal with it.
Everyone's gonna die, but it's all right.
I-
One day you'll be a king or something.
I am absolutely fucking the amount of deaths that are involved in Disney now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like early on
It's
in
not
films.
as bad now.
I mean,
It's
I had to wait at least halfway through to watch Mufasa fucking pop it.
With
Yeah,
Moana,
okay.
when it first started, I just turned around, I was watching with my girlfriend, I was just like, right, name it now, who's dying? And I called it, it was the nun. Like,
Oh, definitely.
she was having it, she went for the dad.
Who died?
The nun,
The grandma.
the grandma,
Yeah, well,
granny,
Yeah,
granny.
Grandma.
They were just like, she's having it. Like,
that's pretty
I
kind for
literally-
Disney though.
I predicted the scene when she comes back as a ghost.
yeah, and a fucking stingray, and like, looks like
Yeah.
I picked the right tattoo.
But I think anyway, so back to the point of the story.
There's a
or
point?
Like the lesson. The Disney ones, the Disney releases, so yeah, like Moana, Frozen, Tangled and all that stuff. They don't tend to be ones that you go, oh, there's a lesson to be learned. They're just like kids films.
Yeah.
But the Pixar one's like, oh, there's got to be a lesson in this one that everyone can learn. Like every Pixar film has got to be something that everyone can take away from.
Yeah, like
Where Disney doesn't, and they tend to. There tends to be something in it, but it's like for some reason Pixar are more focused on that for some reason, and I think that's something they built up.
Yeah.
So I watched Moana and didn't go, oh, I learned something
we
today.
were
Let's watch the film.
talking. We were talking about Moana today
Yeah.
on Facebook chat, and the thing that we both like, you brought it up, but I completely agreed with. There's no villains in Disney films anymore.
Yeah.
Fair enough, you had the giant lava monster.
But there wasn't the villain, though. Was
But but that wasn't.
Twist!
There was no hardcore villain who
It
was
wasn't,
plotting
no.
against the main character, who was trying to stop them at every turn. Who they eventually overcome. It was literally just like, I sail, I find, I see a monster, I go past monster, everything's sorted.
Also, sorry, that film really
Monster turns
irritated
out
me.
to be-
Also, I predicted that, and I really predicted that end.
Oh, did you? I did.
I didn't actually like that. The monster being spoilers for Moana. Sorry, everyone. The monster being the island that that sold the heart from. I didn't actually predict that. That's quite.
Sorry,
That is generally quite. I thought it was generally quite a good twist.
when the monster did turn into sort of like this green goddess who turned into the mountain, did anyone else just think back to that TV advert for like fabric softener?
It's kind of like it was that kind of like uncanny valley kind of thing. Like you can clearly tell they meant plants and growth and beauty and everything like that. We're just thinking she just looks like a bit of cloth. To be honest,
As I say, biggest irritating thing with this is I really want a pet pig and chicken now, and if the chicken could have some mental disorder, even better.
I want to talk about the chicken for a
Go for it.
And the pig, because they're fucking barely in it.
the pig is pointless. The chicken is not.
Chicken is
The
fucking
chicken
glorious.
The
The
thing is,
chicken
like,
contributes.
Oh,
to
the chicken
story.
being saved by the
Obviously,
water all
like-
time. Oh, I loved it. And then that time where he grabbed it, put it in a bucket, and then threw it, and the Dave was like, "Fuck it, I can't keep saving you."
The chicken actively contributes to the story. The pig does not.
Right. Disney's done that
It's
thing.
fucking
Disney,
cute.
Disney have to have
Mascot.
the cute little psychic mascot that's like the kids want to fucking have and stuff. And the chicken is just fucking pointless. It's not even that entertaining.
You shitting me?
No.
Every time that chicken was on screen, I'm like, "Oh, I love it."
It's funny, probably in one scene.
I even like the bit where he just like put some seed in. I'm going to fatten you up. He puts
And
some
he
seed
just
out
eats
there.
next to it.
It's like that. And
he has to nudge his head,
over.
yeah.
So it's
I would
like-
have been happy if it was just Moana and whatever the Rock's character's called. Let's go on the Rock. It's
Well,
The
fine.
human rock. No, I love them little side characters.
The film would work perfectly fine just the same. But the fact is, like I said, the chicken actually contributes to the story when he literally like grabs the gem and he looks like he's about to eat it, but he doesn't, and he takes it back. The heart of the world, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you're saying a minute ago, it's obviously like we'll go back to the side part. You said like no Disney villains as well.
Yeah.
Well, they had the little coconut men.
They weren't villains though. They never came. They had
They
one little
those.
segment.
They were cool, right?
They were cool. But the thing is, like, remember back in like
I like how they
If
had
you
to
go
draw
to,
on their angry faces.
you go to the 90s.
To be honest, let's take Aladdin.
Yeah.
Jafar is a fantastic.
I think
villain.
like the 90s though, you had like
You
Jafar,
hate that.
you had Scar, and like I can't remember. I
Whatever.
can't think of those two at the moment.
Well, you had like, what was it? Like Beauty and the Beast. It was just some dickhead
Gaston.
dude.
Gaston.
Yeah. Hunchback of Notre Dame. You just had some dickhead dude.
The priest.
101 Dalmatians. You just had some dickhead.
Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
Well
Some
played.
dickhead stepmom.
But again,
She wasn't a stepmom. She was no real relationship.
those
Were they?
characters.
Who's a stepmom?
No, she was like a
She's just some
designer.
bitch.
Those
Yeah.
characters present an immediate threat to the
Yeah.
protagonist.
Yeah, sure.
And they also like they're well renowned. Well, like some of those villains are more famous. Like you had Ursula from Little Mermaid and Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they're famous characters now.
I think it's
More
just
so.
like stepping away from it, though.
You get like again back to if you go to things like Sleeping Beauty, you had the villain and she had a motive for doing what she did to Sleeping Beauty, and then the entire plot revolves around
Yeah.
that. And at the end, she literally becomes a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
Today, she like, but whereas Moana, fucking great film,
Yeah.
but 10 points, but it lacked in any kind of like investment.
But
in
don't
that.
you think it's
just
good
knew
that
she
they're
was
stepping
sailing
away?
in a
I
direction.
mean, the thing's like she could have left. She could never have left Ryan, and nothing would have changed.
apart from everyone dying.
Yeah.
Well, no, but that's not implied until later.
It's
No,
implied pretty
but-
early on when she like the husk
That's-
coconuts.
Yeah, the
I
reason
mean,
why she's leaving
Alright,
is to stop everyone fucking dying.
But
Yeah.
again, it's not. That's more of an existential threat, not an immediate threat. That is like, this is all like going to shit now. Whereas in the earlier Disney films and things like that, there was a villain who pushed the hero into
That's like
becoming the
I
hero.
say, like going back to Frozen again. Like the villain of the Frozen film was some guy who
the
wanted
sun.
To, well, yeah, some
Well,
like
again, that
a
was
sneaky prince who
that
wanted to
was a twist at the end.
Yeah, no, but
it wasn't
they're
good.
Not, they're not. Yeah, that's when they're not proper villains, are they? They're just like people who just happen to be a bit dickish.
Yeah,
Well, I was going to say, I haven't really got a
I can
problem
be
with
a
them not
dick.
having these.
Doesn't make me a villain.
I haven't really got a problem with them not having these stereotypical, this is your villain. I think it's good.
I
in
miss
fairness,
that.
though, who's the villain in Toy Story?
Depends on the film. Obviously, in the third one, it's that Strawberry
Who's
Bear.
the villain in the first one?
So, first one, it was Buzz, I guess, a little bit.
No.
No.
Buzz was definitely not. Buzz was just ignorant of his surroundings.
Well, I mean, if technically wasn't was one. Was it?
Oh, no,
You
it
have
was
to pick
Skull.
the
It's
kid.
the Skull Kid.
Sid.
Sid.
Yeah,
So he's
technically-
No, again,
but he's
not a villain.
Well, he's not
he does
technically-
nothing to. He does
All
nothing
right,
to
but on the
push-
level of asshole,
Yeah,
he's
saying
the
that
biggest
he-
asshole in
He
the
does
movie.
nothing. Yeah, he's the biggest arsehole in the entire thing, but he's just nothing to push.
Then the second one, you had the twist dickhead, which was the pickaxe guy, and then you had the fat guy who
Well, the
stole
original Toy
Woody.
Story, the
and
original
stuff
Toy
like that.
Story has no clear villain. It just happens to be they fall
Yeah.
into the clutches.
And
Saying,
of
like,
the
someone
film's
who's an arsehole.
not worse because of it.
No.
And
I'm not.
The thing is, like, you talk about the Zootopia that came out last year, didn't it?
It just seems
The
like
lion
it
guy?
just- no. It's the rabbit who's the bad guy.
Oh yeah, that was the lamb.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing's like at the same time. That's
That's
something they're not proper villains because I can't even remember the fucking villains in these films.
But it's because they don't need
it's
proper
because
villains
it's
anymore. They
actually
almost
should be.
no, because they're treating them more like a normal fucking movie. They played to death the idea of a hero and a villain.
I like
The villain now,
No.
villain now is fucking depression and disappoint your family
No.
and race
No.
relations.
I like proper villains.
I can completely understand something like Inside Out having no villain, but
That's a different story, though.
yeah,
isn't it?
it's like the way it's told and the way what it essentially means ultimately is that there is no villain because it's inside a little girl's head, so there's no villain in that. I completely.
The little girl's the villain, bitch.
Oh, bitch. But I understand, like, she's overcoming adversity. It's a coming of age film, that, if you look at it, really. But
Yeah, it's
when
different,
when it comes to, like, narratives and things like that, I, for one, like a defined hero, a defined villain, but most of the time, the protagonist has no idea what's going to happen. The antagonist, the villain, pushes them to become the hero. And
For
that,
me,
it's classic storytelling.
But for me, this story wasn't missing it.
I mean,
No,
it's
Moana,
fine.
it's
I
a
think
great film. I completely enjoyed
all
it.
these
but-
Disney films are doing fine without. I mean, that's the thing. They're doing fine without these major villains.
But I kind of feel like one with a major villain would make it better.
I don't understand how it's happened. Do you know what I mean? Because like we progress from like having witches that turn to dragons and like evil sorcerers and evil tight lions and all this kind of stuff. And like when I was a kid, obviously like Transformers the movie had that big massive planet and do you remember Fern Gully? Because what I remember.
Fern Gully with the
Yeah.
fucking toxic fucking...
That's something because
And the bat as well, who was
Yeah.
mate.
That's
Yeah.
the
Was that the one with that
when I watched-
big lipped alligator thingamajiggy?
No.
What was that one? I thought that was Fern Gully.
What?
No, Ferngully was the one with the sludge, like they were polluting and they got shrunk down to the size.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of? It's like some weird crocodile guy.
That was, Fuck knows.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. But
please let me know what fever dream you have.
That's what this, like, the villain, it wasn't really a villain though, it reminded me of Ferngully, the woman when she was a bad
But again,
island.
in Ferngully, there was, like, obviously, like the machines and everything, like, destroying the forest.
It's very the humans, isn't it? But got the evil thing inside.
But this thing is a construct of that, and it is not the reason, but it is like the big antagonist of the entire film.
Yeah,
and I enjoy that.
Yeah, because I think like I don't know if it's my generation or just me as a person, but I like to see a villain have a big fight and be defeated, and then you kind of got a closure on that thing. Whereas Moana is like. Yeah, they went somewhere and they went stuff.
They went somewhere, they did some shit.
Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, that thing's not what it is. I've sussed it out. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's like you've not seen something like Simba throwing Scar to the hyenas and things like that for a long time.
Yeah.
That kind of thing where it's the villain is thoroughly fucking defeated.
Yeah.
Like this guy has literally done something bad to attain power.
Sorry, I was way off. It's all dogs go to heaven.
So, like, Scar essentially did something bad to attain power, to be overthrown by his nephew, Simba. But there's that entire scene where he gets ripped apart by hyenas, so there's consequence to his bad action.
Yeah.
Whereas in Moana, this thing, fair enough, like this big lava demon, it literally all you know about is it beat the hero, like the Rock's character.
Yeah.
The
main thing is with that film is really
Maui.
Yeah. Like technically, I want to be an arsehole about it. He's the villain because he turned
the world to shit.
Yeah, he fucking he turned a peaceful, god-loving planet into a monster.
But again, a lot of
and it's like everyone's all right with that at the end.
No, but a lot of stories depend on a character doing something which they don't intrinsically know is bad, and then their actions become
as
bad,
a demigod, though.
and then they restore order in their way, and they are seen as, oh, you're the hero. Again, I completely agree with you. Dick move.
It was a bit weird that there was no lesson learned for him really, because he stole something, then put it back to normal, which he should have, because he almost killed everyone, and then gets rewarded with have your tool back.
Sacrifices his magic fish hook to then be given it back.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that.
By the creature, by the god that he stole the heart of.
Yeah.
So that makes no sense in that.
There's no lesson in that.
Yeah, so it's basically
steal something, apologise, and you get what you want.
It goes, everybody happy. The person who was the reason this film's happened, the person who was the hero of this film, and the even bad guy becomes happy then because she restores to godhood and things like that. It's kind of like, what? No one got taught a lesson for anything they actually did.
I kind of hope that it's like the next one, whatever they do next, there's probably something like a talking xylophone or something. But I thought like the next one got like a decent villain then, like a proper villain.
I won't hold your breath. I think this is a clear.
It'd be something like a.
I'd like to see a big villain.
Yeah.
Who literally like dicks over the the protagonist for whatever reason, who then rises up to become the hero. Again, classic storytelling. I enjoy that. I think that it does. Oh, like you said before, a lot of films are like teaching like lessons now, and I just think it kind of we need to go back to that.
I think it's fine for them to teach lessons, but you can still do this.
You can still do the same thing through the original kind of narrative.
No, nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Like literally,
that's how we did it.
If you look at Simba from The Lion King, right, all you need to know is how he's very happy and he's very confident in himself, and then something happens and he runs away.
Don't be a cocky prick.
Yeah, and he runs away and he absolutely has no idea what's going on. He meets Timon and Pumbaa, fucking absolutely bring him up. He gets given his responsibility back and goes, listen, this is the fucking shit that's going down now if you don't do something about it.
Jeremy Irons is fucking your shit up.
Yeah, and then he goes back.
Jeremy Irons is on one.
He goes back, has a fight, wins the day. Lots of hilarity ensues and lots of fucking funny messages. A fucking fantastic song, Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Lots of
belting song.
Yeah.
bugs being eaten alive in that film.
What do you think of the...
Well, look at the vegan bringing up the...
It was a bit fucked up, I'm just saying.
How do you feel about the musical aspect? Because obviously Disney's like a musical thing.
I was fine with it. I really enjoyed it. Because again, I've not
Your Welcome song is very catchy.
I've not watched a Disney film for a long time, so to watch something like that where there was a lot of singing and things like that, and the singing in that film it's literally like the first third of the film was really heavy with it, and then it drifted up, and then there's like one song towards.
Well, you had the crab song, which was like a little.
Oh, the crab song. Yeah.
Which is, to be fair, thinking the more I think about it, I'm assuming it's on Spotify. I might start going on a playlist.
It was like, and then like the original song from the start is at the end, but with the twist and everything like that. So I completely I'm absolutely fine with that. But I don't go into Disney films for the song and dance, but I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something I'd sit down. It's one of the films I'd sit down and watch again. It's the same with Brave for me. I love Brave, but
again, I love Brave. It's got bears in it, mate.
It's got a
fucking villain in it, the evil bear. Yes.
Things about that as well. Like with Brave, it's back to that. It's got a lot of humour for adults as well. Like with all the kids are running around like in the buff and things like that, and then like I can't remember what.
And they're all Scottish, which is technically part of our country. So
technically heritage. That's what it is. Yeah. It's a true story.
They're not Americans. Huzzah! I mean, this one's Hawaiians.
But Brave, I should probably read that. But one film, like I literally watched Moana, and I was there, and I was sat there and going, I knew I should have gone to bed, and I was there going, I need to go to bed, but I was there going, but I really want to watch Mulan now.
I used to read.
I never really watched Mulan.
I've got at work, where I work, you've got
that when Eddie Murphy got involved.
Yeah.
I'm not involved.
Where I work, you've got like loads of cups. You've got a Sports Direct mug, you've got World's Best Dad mug, and there's one that never gets used, a Mulan cup, and I just went, fuck it, that's mine now. So the Mulan cup.
You have a secret bond.
I have a cup, and literally I opened the cupboard the other day, and it wasn't there.
You drink out Mulan daily.
Where the fuck is my Mulan cup?
I'll make a man out of you.
It was. I probably.
And the female protagonist didn't end up getting off with some guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Win-win.
Actually, yeah. I'll give it credit for this. No love interest.
No.
I love it when they don't have love interest.
Because it's fucking unnecessary.
Yeah, completely unnecessary.
No, if to the narrative it sort of like swings that way, if it's done well, I completely love that and applaud that.
They didn't need it, so they didn't do it.
Exactly.
And thank you for not shoehorning it in.
I love interest
Yeah.
and everything like that.
I literally actually think about it, like with Disney films, like because obviously Frozen was sisters. You had the little love interest in Anna and what the fucking guy was called, but at the same time he
Prince Dickface.
Yeah, and he stabbed in the back of it. But then like, and Zootopia didn't.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't end up like
it's
getting together or anything.
Yeah, kind of good thing they fucked that up.
I think one of the funniest things they did was Inside Out when they do the boyfriend one where it's like constantly an imaginary boyfriend printed up. And that was pretty funny in terms of like love interest kind of thing.
Good cast behind that film as well.
Yeah,
Amy Poehler was the lead. Love Amy Poehler.
Again, it's that's a great film.
Do you want to give it a rating?
Can I
ask for a normal rating, please?
Yes.
You can ask. Will you receive? Let's find out. Out of
10.
97.5.
I will give it 10 kiwis out of 8 melons.
Would you go and watch it in the cinema? It's now. I know, but if it's not there anymore, is it? But like,
No, we watched it in the cinema anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you take a friend to watch in the cinema?
Do you want me to take you to the cinema to watch Moana?
No, you happily go watch it in the cinema.
I would happily go watch it.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Worth £3 minstrels. That should be that's the
rating.
Yeah,
that is the rating. How many bags of minstrels would you sacrifice?
How many £3 bags of minstrels is it worth?
The bag of minstrels is not worth £3.
Out of 5
£3.10. I'll have.
All right, out of your very expensive bag of minstrels, how many of them would you give up for this movie?
Okay, so tell you what, hang on. Right, I'm going to put this. This is the new. This is our new rating system. I've decided it now. You have an unlimited amount of money.
Yeah.
Out of
how many bags of minstrels can I?
So therefore, £3.
How many bags of minstrels is it worth?
You don't have to worry about £3 for a bag of minstrels.
I'm getting the minstrels for free.
So out of 10 bags of minstrels, how many minstrels do you give?
No, you have to pay for them, but you can. £3 is nothing. But at the same time, you don't want to pay £3 for fucking a shit film, do you?
No.
So you have to pay for them, but you don't give a fuck about them.
So how many bags of minstrels would you buy for this film?
8.
Yeah. 8 bags of minstrels. That's
I'd have a dicky tummy.
3 times. Yeah.
Those made you eat them.
Well, if I'm going to buy them, what am I going to do? Fucking throw them like confetti at people?
No, just don't even save them for the next time round. For when you watch a shit film and you only give it 1 bag of minstrels, but you got a backup of 8 from the last one.
So Martin would happily spend £24 on minstrels for this film.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty good film.
It's a really good film.
As a rating out of 10, probably 8.
Yeah, definitely a solid 8 out of 10.
I like it. So yeah, that's Moana.
So there's a Disney fan club.
Yeah.
I was absolutely fanboy moment on part of a lot of us.
Okay, cool. So I watched an animated movie, I suppose you call it. I don't know.
You know, it's an animated.
Did you?
Yes. I watched Justice League Dark this week. The new animated DC movie. Pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I know. I never got around to watching it. I wanted to watch it mainly for the reason of Constantine, but who else was in it? I can't remember for the life of me now.
I'd say the cast, but the characters you've got primary ones are like you've got Constantine, Deadman, Swamp Thing, the one I can't pronounce.
Swamp Thing. I forget about Swamp Thing.
They're still doing that.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, I've never really experienced or heard of. Well, I'll say experienced Swamp Thing before. I've heard of him. Didn't realise he was part of the DC continuity till early this year. Or last year, sorry. I've never seen him or experienced him before.
Wasn't there a Swamp Thing film?
There probably was.
Yeah, there was.
There was, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch it? I always thought it was a spin-off, I don't know why, but I'm not sure if it is or not. A kids' cartoon called The Toxic Crusader.
Oh, I remember that.
Toxic Crusader, Toxic Crusader.
I know the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
One of those two.
Yeah,
one of those.
It was the first trauma film.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've watched Toxic Avenger.
It's great.
Yeah,
This is stupid.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find the name of the other character.
It's like the best superhero to ever come out of New Jersey.
Etrigan. Yeah, so you got your main Justice League Dark mode. You've got Justice League. You got your Justice League, which is Superman, Batman, blah blah. And Justice League Dark is the supernatural Justice League. So you've got Constantine, you've got Zatanna.
These are the magic, basically.
Yeah.
Etrigan.
It's like
the demon Etrigan and Swamp Thing. I think that's it. Yeah, I think it's just those 4.
All the ones that can kill.
Even though in this production, should we call it, Swamp Thing's not really that much involved.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, really.
You didn't have not even how not involved? Like Killer Croc in Suicide Squad not involved?
Or fucking Slipknot into the Suicide Squad. God damn, that was pointless.
He takes them a place and fucks off. He comes back for the big battle at the end and dies.
Alright, spoiler, bitch. I'm seeing this shit. Well, the listeners, I want to watch this.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, it's good. It's really. I mean, obviously, like all the DC animated films are pretty good. A lot. I don't think there's been a particularly bad one off the top of my head.
I can't think of a particularly terrible ones, but there's been some which weren't for me.
They're never. There's some like they're all right, but they're not bad. But yes, it's good. It's nice to see like a different side of the DC universe, obviously the more magic side and stuff. I've never been to this like the magic side of DC. I've never been to the Justice League Dark of it. So it's nice to see that side of it. It starts off quite dark.
Yeah.
Like there's a woman trying to throw a baby off a ledge. Some guy commits suicide, and this is on the first 5 minutes.
Sure, this isn't like the animated version of Antichrist.
Yeah. It starts off really dark, like. Basically, like
Constantine and Katana are banging while their baby's getting thrown out a window.
Yeah. Basically, do you want the rough story?
Yeah, go for it.
And like, I'll tell you the rough storyline up to a point where I understood it till it gets really convoluted. Basically, it's a woman driving on a car and she sees demons and just like kills other people that weren't demons. And then like a woman trying to chuck a baby off a ledge, and then Batman shows up.
It's like, hey, stop throwing babies off ledges, you dick.
Stop it.
Wonder Woman really judges a woman, and it's like the Justice League try to get involved, like saving lives and stuff, but like we don't understand because all these people are killing normal people, but the people are seeing demons. So Batman just goes off as he does.
Oh, Batman.
Because you can't have a DC animated movie without Batman, because otherwise they wouldn't sell the DVD.
How can Justice League be confused when you got an alien on the team? Do you know what I mean? You got Superman there, bringing all his problems.
Martian Manhunter on there as well.
Yeah, no, wait,
He's not part
no, he's not part
of this
of
one. The Justice League are in it for about 5 seconds.
They turn up and go, well, we can't help.
They have a meeting about it. And
Not us.
They have a meeting about it.
Not it.
They have a meeting, and you've got Batman, you've got Hawkman for some reason.
Because he's the boss.
Oh yeah, obviously. You got Jon Stewart Green.
He's the Ghost Rider of the DC universe.
That's a compliment for most people, you know that.
I like
Don't bring Hawkman down to Ghost Rider level.
Shut
How
up.
fucking dare you?
No. There is reason for this. I've got a reason.
Hawkman is a lot better than Ghost Rider.
Hot Girl's better though.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
That's
Shit with the mace.
Wait, what kind of mace?
Not the pepper spray kind. The kind you don't want to get hit in the face with.
Oh yeah, but mace all day long.
Pepper spray metaphorical.
It's not, like I say, a magic mace, but it's not a magic mace, is it? It's just
No, it's just a big chunk of iron that she whaps in people's faces.
You don't need much magic behind that, do you?
Which makes a better superhero because like people are like, I have power. She goes, I have a big fucking weight on a stick. Ow, fuck off.
Do you ever watch the animated Justice League TV show?
Yes, I watched a couple of episodes.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Wasn't that when the Green Lantern was, what was it called now?
Jon Stewart?
Yeah, Jon Stewart was the Green Lantern.
That's the Green Line, this one.
Is it?
I mean, him and Batman have a bit of a fight.
Do they?
You know how Batman wins it?
Oh.
Takes his ring off him.
Well, you use the Batman to take his money off him.
You could try. He's got quite a lot.
Oh, that's such a letdown.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, it's an enjoyable film.
I will get around to watch it.
I'll be honest, we took a small edit break there because someone came into my kitchen.
Okay, in and out. Were either of you fans of The Office?
No.
Like, no, not the American, the British.
Please talk about my thing yet. You wait your turn.
You were done.
No, it wasn't. I'm not
You
talking.
just said
You literally just wrapped it up.
You literally
No, I
wrapped
didn't.
up what you did.
I didn't. I've always talked about the beginning of the film.
Alright.
Talk about the convoluted fucking villain plots.
Maybe I want
The
to
fact that
watch
Batman's
it.
in
Maybe
it
I
for
don't
no
want any
reason.
spoilers.
All right, fine.
He's already ruined it.
Right. Quick summary, because from our reason rushing through this. It's a good film. Batman is in it for no reason.
Other than to go, I have no idea what's
Other-
going on.
Just like Suicide
Really,
Squad.
it's just to sell. It's just to sell the DVDs.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with all the DC animated films now is they're going, oh, we make a lot of money these Batman ones. All the ones don't sell very well. Batman should be in every DC animated film forever. So he's in it for no reason. Zatanna's alright. Constantine's a bit of a knob. Swamp Thing's cool for the 5 minutes in it. The plot is alright, but quite terrible. Otherwise, enjoyable. Done. Review done.
Out of 10.
That's how you. 8.
What rating would you give it? What ridiculous rating would you give it?
I'd rather watch Flashpoint Paradox, but this is better than Escape from Arkham.
Okay.
What was it called?
Assault on Arkham.
So,
Assault on Arkham.
The Office, you were saying.
Yeah, did you ever actually watch it?
Yeah, watch
Just
it.
pretend the Badger didn't have his moment there. We were just like, I'm not done! And then
I'm
talk
not
for like
done!
30 seconds, like, okay, I'm good.
The thing is, at some point, I will listen back to this and go, this flowed terribly.
Oh, it's awful.
But now we've acknowledged it.
The thing
It's
is,
cool.
neither of you two listen to this back.
Underqualified isn't just down to what we talk about, it's down to our lack of skills in anything based on this.
I have no skills.
No,
But I will find you, and I will fail to kill you.
I've watched all of The Office and I hated every single second of it.
I watched The Office, and I own it on DVD.
Because
But I remember buying it on DVD, watching it and going, this is good, and then never wanting to watch it ever
Yeah.
again.
it wasn't anything.
I know, it's
that-
it's cool, it's fine.
I understand why.
I'd rather watch extras.
I understand why
Yeah.
a lot of people found it funny because I've worked in environments like that. I completely understand.
Yeah,
why.
but that was a big thing when it came out. Everyone was just like, everyone knew someone in that scenario.
Yeah.
Everyone knew someone who worked in an office. Everyone who worked in an office knew someone, you know. So basically, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the majority of things Ricky Gervais does. I've been told I'll enjoy Derek, but I can't bring myself to watch that. It's just something
is not good.
something a bit too awkward about
Extras.
Ricky Gervais being a little bit special.
Extras is really good.
Yeah,
Extras is fantastic, yeah. It gets to a point where you start realising, though, the same process that Ricky Gervais goes through for everything he does. I went into the David Brent movie sort of knowing what was going to happen. There was going to be an hour and a half of him being horribly awkward, and that's the film. And it was like, I powered through the film, it made me laugh once, and I can't even repeat what happened, because no, it's incredibly inappropriate for 3 white guys to talk about, that's the problem.
The only bit I saw...
But it's easily the best part of the film, and it was only like one drunken moment where they're staggering through, and it's David Brent and his black friend.
I saw a snippet, and the thing is, it's not... It's sort of that kind of like humour, like it's offensive humour in it. So it's going to upset somebody at some point.
It's not that offensive.
So by me saying this, like, me finding this funny will upset somebody. But like, he's like talking about using that t-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
Like, he shoots someone in the face.
Yeah.
And it turns something that's like, larger woman.
Yeah, and it's just like, wouldn't you fit her anyway?
Yeah, that's right. And I was like, that tickled me.
Yeah.
Like,
the thing is, it's not controversial, the jokes aren't, like, do you ever watch Grimsby?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not like that.
we talked to the podcast. We did the podcast.
Right, okay, brilliant. But basically...
Is that a lost one?
Oh, God knows at this point, mate.
everyone that Gareth has been in has sadly made it online.
What does that tell you? Irreplaceable.
You're a lucky child.
I don't even have to upload it, it's so loud. It just automatically goes up.
Just go straight on, reduce volumes.
That's why there's no editing.
You just give it up.
I just give up, mate.
But basically, my problem with these films now that anything Ricky Gervais is getting behind is it's as if he doesn't know what he wants to do. I'm not sure if he's trying to just make an awkward movie or if he's trying to be, it basically has a nice ending. And it didn't deserve a nice ending.
I think he's run out of ideas.
Do you think that was tied up, like, as like we need to end this character and put a little bow on it and say,
I think he's finished. The thing is, he ended that character.
Yeah, exactly.
10 years ago,
and it was completely unnecessary.
The thing is with Ricky Gervais now, I really like Ricky Gervais and what he does normally. I don't really like Derek, but like, obviously, like Office was good, Extras was good.
His stand-up's fantastic.
Oh yeah, his stand-up's fantastic.
The stand-up he did was good, and like even like the car picking and stuff, you know, it's like really just taking the piss.
Once again, he's got to a point. He went from like Office, 2 series, done. Extras, 2 series, done. He was the king of knowing when to stop it when it, before it starts getting shit. And he's brought this out.
Even The Invention of Lying was quite a good film. I quite enjoyed it.
I didn't like that.
I quite liked it.
Not as much. I quite liked Ghost. Was it Ghost Town or Ghost World?
It's just mainly just poking.
It wasted an afternoon.
Yeah, I just find
it killed a bit of time.
A fun way of poking at religion for me.
Yeah,
but it's like, I think he's kind of spent, and he's like, I don't know if he's got lazy or whatever, but it's like, for me, to do the Office for 2 seasons and a Christmas special, to then like 10 years later go, I'll make a movie about this character again, he must be like on fucking just run out of ideas.
But that's the thing. Or the only way I can describe this film is it was an hour and a half of the same awkward joke with a happy ending on it for a character you at this point couldn't give a fuck about. No, and I don't get where I get anything out of this.
It's for Ricky Gervais' wallet, even though it's quite a small independent film, but he really got some money out of it.
Oh god, yeah.
And it's for those numerous people who've gone, oh, they should make a 3rd season of The Office.
Yeah,
well, they shouldn't do.
Yeah,
it's perfect as
it was. It was literally. I think he just has cash grabbed on people who wanted that. He wanted that Office thing again, but obviously he couldn't continue with that the way The Office ended, and he just decided to do this weird spin-off, this weird as fuck spin-off.
Yeah,
it's like the thing is like Extras. I love.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And the names he got in that were great. Like Bowie would pop up, be like, how the fuck did you manage to get Bowie?
The thing is, like, with the way that ended, at no point do I want another season or another episode.
It ended beautifully. And you gave a shit about those characters.
He was great at that time. He did The Office, and he ended that perfectly. Like, that could have carried on. It didn't have to. Extras the same. Even probably Derek, to a certain point. I don't know. But he got it to a point, he wrote them well, and it just didn't need to carry on.
To me, it runs in the same vein, especially like The Office and things like that. It runs Extras. It runs in the same vein as Spaced and the IT Crowd.
Yeah.
They quit when they were.
Well, IT Crowd went on a bit too long, if I'm honest. Yeah. Because they did that special. I think
the special was good.
I wanted it more than anything. Yeah. I love that show so much. But at the same time, they could have done 2 seasons and that would have been perfect.
I don't think it suffered in the later years of that TV show.
Oh no, season 1 and season 2 was so strong.
Yeah.
But Space prime example. Like they 2 seasons, that's all you need.
And they begged them to do more.
I know. If you said to me now season 3 of Space Quest, I'm like, really?
But the thing with Space is the benefit is you get that sweetener because then he goes on to do Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End, which are all with the same humour and the same guys, and you don't care that it's not the exact same characters because it's the same thing you love.
You got to look at like Blackadder and stuff like that. It's 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
And back and forth.
So the 4th season of Blackadder was like. You can't
gut-wrenchingly horrible.
Yeah.
It's the saddest comedy.
Not to do it again. It's just so
all of the Blackadders end in the same way. They all end with that horrible death scene.
Yeah.
And the way
the World War II one.
That's horrible.
World War One. Sorry. Yeah. It was the way it ended. That was the most poignant thing about it.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid.
It was literally they all.
Literally, my family just watched it. So no one spoke for 5 minutes after that.
It was a terrible thing. That entire company.
But they made the whole play,
and they made it play so light-hearted with it, but at the end they just went, "This is what people."
Because that's probably what it was like, though. That thing is real.
I was going to say that Blackadder, the First World War one, is one of my favourite jokes ever. I absolutely love it when he's in the hospital. And it's just like, "Have you seen 8 German spies, had you? 9? 9?" It's just perfect. That's just perfect.
I think that's the thing of I think what the British do. Sorry to America, but the British do better than anybody.
Americans listen to this.
They might do.
He's already said Tori doesn't listen. It's cool.
We end things when sometimes with certain seasons they have to end.
Yeah.
Like Blackadder's 4 series is Office did 2, and this thing is whereas Americans do 24 series and they just run it to the ground.
Oh god, yeah.
Whereas we go
2.5 men.
It's because I think it's If I think looking back at Monty Python, you think there's you look at the sketches of Monty Python. You think there must be 50 seasons or something? Yeah. There's only 4 or 5 or something.
They released once about films though. I was never a big fan of The Meaning of Life.
Meaning of Life's the best
one. I never. No, God, no.
Oh, yeah.
Life of Brian, Holy Grail, Meaning of Life.
Yeah, Meaning of Life's top.
No,
really?
No.
Meaning of Life, Holy Grail, Life.
Actually, saying that for me, Holy Grail, Life of Brian, Meaning of Life.
No, I love.
That's fat in the general direction.
Fuck off!
But a flesh wound.
There's literally even to the point where you sat somewhere and you've eaten that much food. I'll eat that much food, and I'm sat there, and someone will go,
"Waff off in me."
And someone will go, I'm at my mum's on Christmas Day. She'll go, "Fuck off!" I'm full.
Me and life is so fucking weird. Every sperm is sacred.
But still, it's
you're just watching, going, "What the fuck?"
Meaning of Life to me, because it wasn't a straight story.
It wasn't technically a film, though, was it?
It jumped a lot. It was a series of sketches more than
it was just sketch show format again.
I think it's because the last one they did, didn't it?
It was a sketch show.
They don't class a live show.
They kind of they went. Was it Life of Brian, then Holy Grail, and then Meaning of Life?
No, I think it was
Holy Grail then.
I think Holy Grail first, yeah.
But when they got to Meaning of Life, it was I can imagine this went. Oh, we're making another movie. Fuck it, we're going to push the boat out here. Sperms. Bad guy.
Just someone
guy
say
loving an angel. Spams.
I just love the bit where they show me, you got a donor card, and you go, yeah, they just come in and harvest it all.
Fucking film.
Just a quick one to wrap it up with, because it's a film I wanted to see for a while, so I made a point to go out of my way to see it, and I'm still not too sure how I feel on it. And I down the line, in a year or so time probably, when you watch it, come back to me, because I need to sort of talk it out with someone. So it's Don't Breathe. It was everywhere briefly.
I don't know this.
It's basically a horror film where people are breaking into a house of a blind guy because they know he's got lots of cash.
Okay.
Okay?
Ooh.
So
that blind guy money.
Yeah.
They break into the house.
Is he Daredevil?
Well, pretty much.
Is he Ben Affleck from Daredevil? Am I Daredevil?
He's like Daredevil
Sweet
with...
nuts.
Some fucking demons. It was Daredevil, I guess. So they break into the house, and obviously shit goes south, and it turns out that this is his environment, in the dark. He's gonna fucking murder you.
Okay.
They're too quiet. That's my biggest problem with this film. So basically, they're like, shit. He knocked off all the power. It's now pitch black. They're sneaking through, and they're trying to stay as deadly silent as they can.
I think.
Why the fuck aren't they running around throwing shit at the wall, distracting this motherfucker, making as much noise as possible, so we can't just run at them and attack them?
Why not just jump out a window?
Why not?
Well, doors are locked and.
Why not just jump out, break the window, and get out?
I mean,
that's the thing. This movie does fall victim to a lot of typical horror tropes. Yeah.
My question is, one, why you question the horror movie at all? Because there's no point. In the horror movie. Yeah, exactly.
Let's split up.
Yes.
In this environment with a murderer in it.
Let's split up and shout our names. Also, two, all horror movies are terrible.
Not all horror movies.
In recent years.
Oh, yeah.
What's the last proper good horror movie?
I'm always going to say Alien as being like the best horror movie.
When was that came out? In the fucking 80s?
Well, the first one was like 70s.
There's no decent proper
I'll
good
tell you
horror
a story about that. My dad doesn't watch horror films in the slightest. He doesn't get along with them at all.
Always ends up in fisticuffs.
One of the first dates plans.
Did he just fight the DVD box? Oh, I don't get along with him.
For some reason, he just runs up the screen going, "I'll sort it out!" And he starts out punching the screen.
Oh, I don't get along with that alien. Don't bring him round.
When my mum and dad first started going out, my mum took my dad to see Alien, as one of their first dates. And my dad just doesn't like scary films in the slightest, and he ended up this is when Ashton had the old cinema and that. Also had an underground toilet just outside it, and he said he watched the film, obviously he doesn't like horror films anyway, I've just got to go for a piss. So he went down to the underground toilet, there were no lights on, and all he could hear was drip. He said, "I've never had a piss faster in my life." He ran out, "Did you wash your hands?" "Did I thought." Fucking jived out. So that seems like
don't breathe.
Yeah, don't breathe. But watch it. I don't want to get too much into it because stuff happens in it where it isn't as typical as you'd expect.
I'll be really honest with you guys. I will never watch that.
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
It's a shame, man, because it's enough to it to make it worth watching if you want something a bit different from your horror film.
There's no horror films these days that make me want to watch it. I mean, you run across that Alien film, I watched Alien Covenant.
The things about modern horror, very quickly, modern horror, it's just that violence. It's like a violence thing. Is there a lot of gore in? Is it graphic?
When there is, yes, but it's not excessive.
Is it worrying? Because I cannot stand films like Saw, which is just violence for the sake.
I enjoyed Saw.
I may have the box set.
I enjoyed the couple of Saw films, but at the same time, but I think they did that thing. They've done it. That's fine.
That horror, hardcore horror.
Yeah, they did it. No one else has to do it. It's fine.
I think they should just stop making Saw films for us.
Yeah.
Well, but I thought they did, but there's another one coming out this year, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to mention it.
It's one of them set of films where
fucking ruining my box set.
I've watched the first
you bastards
3 Saws, and I think every other Saw film I've seen is literally walk into someone's house and watching, and then they have it on at that time.
Get to the one with the guy from Linkin Park in and have a cry.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
So you've made your way to the end.
That's when you get really bad where it's get this new metal guy in. That'll make it better, right?
Right? Kids like new metal.
Remember Linkin?
Yeah, well done, guys. Cashing in on new metal in 2010.
Remember Queen of the Dam? Queen of the Dam had Korn. We've got Linkin Park.
I never watched Queen of the Dam.
Great.
What?
Never seen it.
Right, okay. I say great film. This is no okay film.
There's a bloke I was asking about films. He said, "I don't watch films. Not watch many films." So I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "We'll go through the classics." I was like, "Goonies," and he went, "No."
Wow.
I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Blade," and he was like, "No." I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Fucking went through a load of films. Turns out he only likes films that are based on Earth with real people.
I thought you were going to say it's all Steven Seagal's in it. That's
no, he'll watch Die Hard. He thinks Die Hard, yeah, great film. You say Predator to him, and he'll go, "No, that's just stupid, isn't it?"
Wasn't Blade good film?
What?
Wasn't Blade good?
Blade was fantastic.
I was looking. I was saying
that was the soundtrack.
I remember the soundtrack. I was going to say originally I was going to do a top 10 terrible Marvel movies until Gareth shot me down.
Pac-Man top 10 coming soon.
Yeah.
not Marvel.
Not the thing I said. Another one. But yeah, I was gonna mention Blade, but it wouldn't be a top terrible. Because I thought it was quite a good film. I was gonna mention Blade Trinity though.
Oh god, that was awful.
I liked it.
Triple H with the show
out. It was
because Ryan Reynolds was really good.
Again,
at it.
If you got an afternoon to kill, Blade Trinity is worth watching.
We've got an afternoon to kill. Watch Blade 1 and 2 again.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? fuck you all. I'm going to do top 10 Ryan Reynolds films.
Actually, I've got some good ones for that.
Yeah. You watch Voices?
Yep, that was totally one.
Yeah, right?
Fucking fantastic.
Have we all actually seen Voices?
Yeah.
Holy shit, we have all seen an obscure movie.
It's really good. I really liked that film.
Didn't like the ending.
Change the channel for a
I wasn't ready for the song and dance finale.
It had a talking cat and Ryan Reynolds. Why would I not watch that film?
It's a brilliant film.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm trying to think now if I've even seen 10 Ryan Reynolds movies.
We're wrapping this up now.
Tune in next time to see if we can think of 10 Ryan Reynolds movies.
Where are we up to?
Other 10? Van Wilder, let's start now.
Nope.
As I said, I mentioned this last time, we haven't really planned out the progression of these podcasts anymore, the unqualified ones anyway. If you listen to the sweet rolls of the D&D...
You're not allowed to do that.
Alright, you do it then.
No.
You do it.
No. If you want to hear me do it, then listen to the fucking podcast.
After Dungeon Master, I tell you to give them a preview of what they would get to hear.
If you listen to our D&D podcast, you'll hear this.
Sweet rolls!
And if you listen to Sweet Rolls, then thank you for your time. The Sweet Rolls podcast.
The sweet pod rolls. The sweet unqualified pods.
If you think I can push this mic to its limits on this podcast,
we put that out every week without fail. This one's kind of been a bit in flux until waiting for some good movies to come out. We're kind of just talking shit, really, aren't we?
Although, that's what I was going to bring up. I really want to do Popman Top 10 as a separate motion.
Okay, well, this is not the time.
Put the curtain back on.
You've ruined our illusion.
A little peek behind the curtain.
Well, I think next time we're back together, it's probably going to be talking about Lego Batman film. That's the next
I'll be a year older by then.
It's out in 2 weeks.
Yep. My birthday's in a week. Fuck you.
You're in Wales next week, and then we're doing D&D.
Yeah, sweet Wales.
This is not the time to talk about this. Alright, well, cheers for listening, everyone. What was I going to say?
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to please...
I thought Martin was a piss one during this.
Well...
I've sobered up a bit.
I know, you look a lot more with this.
I've sobered up now, that's some more.
This has been one of our longest in a while. To be fair.
We have dribbled.
And I am not going to do any editing at all.
Do you remember when you used to edit? Fucking waste time.
6 hours, man, wasted. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, everyone. If you want to check us out on social media, we're on Facebook, facebook.com, The Potmen, I think it is.
Let it be known, I do now like that page.
Search for The Potmen. Yeah, Gareth liked it this week. What a milestone. What a fucking milestone.
Guys, he's active on social media.
But it's gone now.
I mean, that's when I know I made it, when Gareth liked her on page.
That's how most people know they've made it in life.
You can also find us on Twitter at the Potmen UK. I said the Twitter handle, man, sorry.
It was already
also,
a Potman.
If you want to message in some suggestions of what to talk about or some questions, you can email us at potmanuk@gmail.com.
Or leave a comment in the YouTube.
Or just talk to us.
Leave a comment
Find
on
us.
YouTube.
Yeah, literally, just
Ask us something. Like, what colour shoes does mine prefer? Or what kind of biscuits Gareth likes? Or like, Badger, will you ever get a real job?
Finham's going to talk about biscuits this week.
Hang on, we're doing top 10 biscuits. I'm confused.
Okay, next topic.
Yes. Number 1!
Wait.
Gary Baldwin.
Quickly.
Bourbon.
Quickly, favourite biscuit.
Oh, favourite biscuit.
Bourbon.
Yeah. You can't put a question.
Quickly now, favourite
Bourbon.
biscuit.
Chocolate hobnob.
Good cough. Chocolate hobnob was the same.
How many times do I have to shout bourbon?
You're a fucking loser. Fuck out.
I thought
Cheers
you
for listening, everyone.
bourbon.
Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.